This legislation, which will have a major impact on our economy, has not had one public hearing. Not hearing from economists, from governors, from mayors, from the business community, from ordinary Americans as to what the impact of this legislation will be. This is legislation written for wealthy campaign contributors, and I want to congratulate some of my Republican colleagues for being honest about that. What they said publicly is if they don't pass this bill, their wealthy friends will stop contributing. I appreciate that honesty. Legislation, in fact, not only had no public hearings, but it did have some 6,000 Washington, D.C. lobbyists working on it behind closed doors. Mr. Chairman, every poll that I have seen shows that by overwhelming numbers, the American people do not want this bill to be passed. They know that in the Senate bill, in the midst of massive income and wealth inequality, 62% of the benefits go to the top 1%, and 42% of the benefits go to the top 0.1%. In America today, the very wealthy are becoming much more wealthy, while the middle class continues to shrink. And your solution is to give 62% of the benefits to the top 1%. The American people also understand that at the end of 10 years, 83 million middle-class families will see their taxes go up under the Senate bill. They know that with 13 million Americans losing their health insurance, healthcare premiums on the individual market will increase by 10%. And they know that despite the Republicans telling us how concerned you are about the deficit is going to go up by 1.4 trillion over the next 10 years. And what the American people also are deeply concerned about is what House Speaker Ryan is talking about. And what he is talking about is that after you raise the deficit by 1.4 trillion by giving huge tax breaks to the wealthy and large corporations, you're going to come back and you're going to cut Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid, and education, and the needs of working families. What kind of decency is there when we have legislation that gives massive tax breaks to billionaires and then comes back in months to cut Social Security, Medicare, and Medicaid? This bill must not be passed.
Goddamn.